everything about insurance you need to know to keep you updated on why you pay so much for your car insurance. And you have homeowners insurance, renters insurance. Yes, and we always talk about life insurance on Your Insurance Connection because it's so important to understand all the insurance coverages that you are currently paying for. A lot of us pay a lot of money for insurance every single month, and most of us don't have an idea what our coverages are. And so this show is all about educating you, my Las Vegas community, about your life insurance. I want to thank Kim Bailey and Charles. I want to thank Kim Bailey, Charles Bailey, to Rose. She has so many names. I got to throw the Bailey in there, right? Because her daddy was Dr. Bailey. He was a great guy. I met him once. Actually a few times. But I want to thank Charles and Kimberly for putting on Taste, Sound, and Soul. They gave me an honor, and it was just really an honor, a pleasure to be there, a part of a special, it was special in our community because, not many people do what she does at that level. I mean, they do what she do, with the events they have, but at that level, I mean, high end, you're talking about over 3,000 people attended this for a couple of days, and every day. There was a lot of people out there. People complaining about the cool weather, but hey, you got to dress for it. So if you're coming out, one of Kimberly events, especially in February, make sure you have the right attire on. And but I want to thank her and her staff and her husband, Charles, for everything they've done to make this community come together like it does come together when she has her special events, to Taste the Sound and Soul. Hey, if you want to call in and talk any questions about insurance, the phone number here is 702-647-3688, 702-647-3688. Any questions about insurance? I'm Donald Marquez, your host, and you're tuning in to Your Insurance Connection. I want to thank the customers that came in last week and purchased home, auto, and yes, life insurance. Today we're going to dive right into it. We're going to talk about a topic that's been coming up to me quite a bit. People want to know the difference between whole life, universal life insurance, and term insurance. So let's first start off with the term insurance policy. Now, a term insurance policy is exactly what it says. It is a term policy. Eventually, it will term out. Although it may illustrate, up until age 95 or 100 on the illustration page. But if you buy a 20-year term policy, you have 20 years, and then the rate goes up every single year after that, where you can't afford the policy. So it's designed for you to have a lot of insurance at low cost. There is absolutely no cash value in a term policy. I'm okay with term. I really am okay with term if the conditions are right. Now, if you're in your 60s, 65, 70, 75, 80, and I do those 5-year increments, term is probably not best for you at the time, unless you're covering a 15-year mortgage. That would be the only reason I would probably write a term policy, because you're going to get a limited amount of term, very limited on the term insurance you can purchase. So when you're in your 60s and 70s, we're not going to write your term policy. So, but if you're like 55 to, if you're in your 55 or lower, or up to 58, we may consider you writing a term policy if you want to cover a mortgage. The number here is 702-647-3688. Every situation is unique and different. Now, if you're a younger person with a young family, now this is what term really applies to. And in my profession, if you a young person with a large family, 3 kids, or even 1 child, you want to protect your income. Life insurance is income protection. You want to protect that income. Okay, it's emergency cash for you. You lose a loved one, that money there is for an emergency. And what I do, if you have 3 children and you're young, under the age, let's say under 45 years young, or even up to 50, I would say get $100,000 per child. Now, if you have a child over 18 years young, that's an adult, so we don't really need to cover that child. We're talking about children that's 18 years and younger. I would like to consider, as long as you can afford it, and the rates are very affordable, $100,000 of coverage per child. So if you have 3 children, that's $300,000 life insurance policy you need. This is how we evaluate how much life insurance do I need. A lot of times when people call me, they have no idea what they need. So what we do, what I do there, and my staff does, we do what we call a needs analysis. We make sure you do have the right need for this type of product, because it may or may not fit for what you need. If you're looking to build cash value over time, then we need to look at a universal life insurance policy. I know a lot of single moms, when they come to me, they said, well, I can afford a universal life insurance policy. Those cost just a little bit more. However, you build up cash value and the policy will never run out. It'll cover you to age over 100. For more information, give us a call. My number is 702-236-2624. Again, 702-236-2624. Veronica is standing by to take your call. She's going to get to your name and your number and the reason why you call. And, that's all she's going to ask, because we have a lot of calls during the show. 702-236-2624 is our contact phone number. And Veronica will take your name and number, and, we'll make it happen. We'll book you in for an appointment. We'll call you, book you in for an appointment. You come up to my office. We'll sit down and talk about it. And we'll make sure you're covered. And we're going to review your auto insurance, your homeowners, and your life insurance to make sure you're fully covered. And when you say that word fully covered, you are fully covered with me. So, I'm a different type of insurance agent. I do take my time. I'm going to give you about two hours of my time. It doesn't cost you anything. However, we're going to review your auto insurance to make sure you have the right coverages. I know a lot of you right now are experiencing the rate increase in the state of Nevada from the minimum of $15,000 per person on your bodily injury coverage. Now, the new bodily injury coverage in the state of Nevada, and there's absolutely nothing anyone can do about it, is now $25,000 per person, $50,000 each accident. And actually, that protects you. So, to me, $15,000 per person, $30,000 each accident, that was outdated since 1975. If you really want to know the truth, because you go to the hospital today, $15,000, that's barely a day in the hospital. And especially if you seriously injure someone. Minor offender business doesn't always happen in a car accident. You have to reconsider, if someone hits you with no insurance, now you're not covered if you don't carry uninsured motorists. So what a lot of these insurance companies are doing right now, they're informing us, if you're going to, the new state law is $25,000 per person, $50,000 each accident with $25,000 property damage. Now, property damage is not your property. It's the property that you hit and when you have a car accident. So this other person's property, not your property, is covered. Property damage. You're covered by way of bodily injury through the uninsured portion of the policy. Okay, the uninsured portion of the policy that protects you for bodily injury. For more information, call me. Pick up the phone. Let's do it. Okay, a lot of you have been listening to me for a long time, and a lot of you are first-time listeners. I want to thank you for tuning in. However, my contact phone number, yes, it is 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. I just love what I do. This is my purpose. This is my passion. I love coming to work every day. I really do. I enjoy coming to work. I enjoy meeting you and going over your insurance, all your insurances. So, meeting you is a pleasure to me, and I'm so honored to be able to help you. And I also want to thank KCEP for allowing this platform for me. Craig Knight and staff, Lenise Rogers, my engineer Brian. I want to thank everybody coming in here on a weekly, and it's like a family right here at 88.1. So this is your baby. So anytime they have a fundraiser, please contribute to the fundraiser, because we want to keep KCEP here as long as we can. For 100,000 years from now, KCEP going to still be around. I'm also on Facebook. Check me out on Facebook Live. You can go Donald Marquez, Your Insurance Connection, Facebook Live. That's again Donald Marquez, Your Insurance Connection. And you can check the previous shows out on Facebook. And if you any comments on Facebook, just type it in. I also want to give a shout out to my crew. I have two wonderful people that work with me. They're my team. We work together. Frank has been around since, he came to me one day and he started recording me, and every week he comes in and records me, puts me on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to Frank and tell him to thank you. And also Veronica Nicholson, she's my office staffer. We work well together. We want to make sure that you get the right insurances for the right price. All right, we want to make sure you're properly covered. So Veronica and Frank, I just want to thank my staff, my team, I should say. We work together as a team. That help me every single week in my office, and I really do appreciate their efforts. I'm gonna take a little break. I need to go out of town for a minute. So I'll be gone, but I will be back next Tuesday. So if you don't, and when you call in, you may see Veronica this week, and it's okay. She's my right hand, and she will help you through your insurance coverages. She's very well educated in insurance, and she can walk you through the steps to review your auto insurance, review your life insurance. So Veronica will help you from Wednesday till next Monday. And if you need to book an appointment, make sure you give us a call at 702-236-2624, 236-2624, My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in a beautiful U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor, and we work by appointment only. We work by appointment only. Now, when you come in, it's really good to have your current auto insurance policy. With the privacy laws, sometimes it's a little restricted on certain websites with certain insurance companies. We can't access all that information. We have to manually put it in. So if you do have your current declaration page, by the way, bring it in so we can review it, so we can review that auto insurance policy. And if you have your current life insurance policy, bring that in also, along with your homeowners or renters insurance policy. We can review we want to review all your insurances. It doesn't cost you anything to come in. Just the effort, just getting in your car, driving, and we come up to the 8th floor. We sit down and talk about it, and we try to make a better deal for you all the way around. We try to save you some money, and we also going to give you better coverages. Now, if you have a really good policy, we'll push it back to you and say, you know what, you need to keep this, especially with your life insurance. So think about it. If you don't have your life insurance policy, a lot of you received the life insurance policies a long time ago. You may or may not know where it is. You may not know where it is. What you could do is contact a life insurance company. They can look your name up through your social security number, your address, your date of birth, and send you a duplicate policy. Sometimes there is a little bit of a fee to request that $20. It's about $20 to get that policy. It's a duplicate policy. Now, if you've lost a loved one, if you lost a loved one, you need to change the beneficiary on your current life insurance policy. So your primary beneficiary is deceased. You need to change your beneficiary. Now, if you have a contingent beneficiary, that means the contingent beneficiary now is the primary, because your first primary beneficiary passed away before you do, the named insured, the owner of the policy, in most cases. And I say in most cases because someone else could be the owner of your policy. In other words, a father or daughter could own their parents' policy or their children's policy. So if your primary beneficiary has deceased, you want to contact your insurance company and ask for a change of beneficiary form. That doesn't cost you anything. A lot of times they can email that form to you so you can get your policy endorsed. For more information, yes, give me a call. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. And any questions, comments, call me. The line is open, 702-647-3688. Brian will patch you right through. The term insurance, I started with term, and I got a lot of other products that we offer. But the term insurance is a good choice if you have a small family, if you just purchased that house, if you need a lot of insurance for low cost, a term insurance, 30-year term insurance policy. That's what I like to offer my clients, is a 30-year term insurance policy. So get the most insurance you can get for 30 years. So at a 30-year policy, that'll last you a very long time. Now, your 30-year life insurance policy, we can roll it over as a conversion. What that means is you start off with term, but eventually you can roll it over to a permanent life insurance policy. 702-647-3688. Good morning, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, caller.
Yes, I recently was researching some life insurance, and I had a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
Say if I have a child with autism.
Okay.
Or diagnosis autism. What type of life insurance, would I need to cover him?
Okay.
Or is there a type of policy that covers him depending on his, disability?
Well, what I do and what we do over at Your Insurance Connection, because autism, there are certain companies will cover an autism child and will not. So what we do, we look for the company that will cover the child. So with your primary life insurance policy in place, if that particular company doesn't cover autism, what we could do is we can get a separate policy from a different company. So the child is insurable, to answer your question. It may not be on your policy as a rider, for instance, but however, we have multiple companies we could choose from. I know about 3 companies very easily will insure your child on a separate life insurance policy. And this policy, by the way, would be a whole life policy. So the child would be protected for the rest of their lives. The policy that would build cash value, and it's going to be very low cost too. We're talking about very, very, very low cost, about 50 cents a day or less to cover your young child with autism. So there are options for you available. There are options for you available. Just because one company won't do it, that mean it can't. That does not mean it can't happen through a different company. Because you have to understand something. A lot of insurance companies have certain guidelines we go by. And what I do first, I find out what you can and can't do before I submit the life insurance application into the company. Because I don't like denials. I don't. I do my homework up front. So in the back end, when you receive your policy, I don't like any surprises. We try to get as close as we can. Did that answer your question?
Did great. I only brought the question because I'm in a particular situation and it may apply to a lot of others. So
right.
That's why I brought it up.
Oh, and I appreciate you calling in. And I know who you are, too. I don't want to mention your name on air, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, but Mr. Smoke. I mean, it's a wonderful question to ask because a lot of people are in your situation and they think they can't get life insurance for their children, because of their particular situation. But yeah, we could definitely help them. Again, we need to sit down and have a conversation, and we can make it happen. I do appreciate you bringing this up because this is a concern. I actually thought about talking about this today, but it's even better when you call in with your own particular scenario.
That's why I called up for that particular scenario because we just discussed it. Now I know quite a few people that may be in my same situation. They just want to be informed on how to go about going and take care of their business.
Well, that's a good question to ask. I mean, thank you so much. I do appreciate your business and what you're doing with your family. And here's a perfect example, if you don't mind me elaborating just a little bit. Mr. Smoke came to see me. He's a young man in his mid-40s, I believe, and he wants a large life insurance policy to cover his children. Now he has how many children you have, Mr. Smoke?
I got 4.
4 children. 4 children under 18, Mr. Smoke, I believe.
3 that's under 18, 1 is an adult now, but they're still mine. And
when I told you, for every child that you have, you need at least $100,000 worth of life insurance.
Correct.
And the price that I gave you, was it very reasonable for the type of coverages that you're buying?
It works for my economics, yes.
All right. Okay. Well, but again, we're still talking about a price that's well affordable for you. We're probably talking about $2, a little over $2 a day. For a lot of life insurance to cover your family for the next 30 years. So that's a lot of life insurance. And then I was talking about the conversion earlier because you are purchasing a term life insurance policy. Okay, so you're covered for the next 30 years. However, you could take that term life insurance policy, as we discussed, once the kids reach a certain age, let's say 20, your youngest is at 20, now you want to roll that term life insurance over to a universal life, a permanent life insurance. Some people like to call it whole life, but that's okay too if you want to call it that. But it really is a universal life that'll cover you to age 121. You will not outlive the policy. Now, you may not need as much insurance. You can reduce your face amount down to what you can afford, but it's still, though, it's going to be based on your age. The policy is going to be based on your age and not your current health condition, regardless of your health condition. I really appreciate you giving us a call because, well, we had a discussion yesterday. We sat down about an hour and almost 2 hours talking about your concerns, and this is really helpful for me and also the community too as well.
Man, it goes both ways. It's helpful for both of us. Information is power.
Okay.
So, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Smoke. You have a great day, all right?
You too, sir.
All right, take care. Now, here's a perfect example. Mr. Smoke heard me on the radio. He came in, and he's concerned about his family. And we're going to take care of him just like we would take care of you. 702-236-2624 is my contact phone number, 702-236-2624. I love this career that I'm in. I mean, it's not even a job. It is a pleasure doing business. This is my passion. This is my pleasure. And also, this is my purpose in life. When you find out what your true purpose is, and when you help people along the way with this, it's life insurance, it's homeowners insurance, it's auto insurance, but a lot of you pay a lot of money for these insurances. And a lot of you been with these companies for a long, long time. You haven't talked to your agents in how long? Not to knock the agents out there, but sometimes, we get so busy we can't communicate with you on a regular basis. But if you need a review, and most people do, you should get your life insurance policy, your auto insurance policy, and your home or renter's insurance policy reviewed at least every 5 years. If you've been with an auto insurance company for at least 5 years, you could get valuable discounts. Now, with the same company for the last 5 years, not bumping around, but with the same company for the last 5 years, you have built up some discounts that can apply to the new company that you're coming to. But in order to find out what those discounts are, give me a call at 702 647-3688. I know, and the reason why I brought that back up, because a lot of you are shopping for auto insurance right now, especially with the new rates. And a lot of you just now tuning in. If you're just now tuning in to Your Insurance Connection, my name is Donald Marquez, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in for the very first time. And the listeners have been listening to me for the last 4 years. I want to thank you very, very much for staying informed. And also the listeners all across the country that's tuning in, checking me out Facebook Live, 702-647-3688. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, am I on?
Yes, you're live. Let's go. We're doing it.
Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't want to start just, rambling on and was not.
Oh, I'm rambling. Okay, let's ramble. Come on. What's up?
I have older parents.
Okay.
And I'm retired myself, but I still have other income. And basically, my mom and my dad, I'm interested, if it's possible, in some information on what it might cost me to place some insurance on their life, because, previously I've been called to funerals and then they say, let's all pitch in.
Right. And that happens far too often, especially in certain populations. Now, I have to ask you, caller, my name is Donald. What is your name?
My name's Derek.
And Derek. Okay, Derek, how old are your parents?
67 and 69.
Oh, your parents are still young. How young are your parents? I should ask you. That's the key. That's the key question. You know what? You're very eligible to get life insurance on your parents. Do they live in Las Vegas?
No, sir.
They live in a different state.
They're in Pennsylvania.
So in Pennsylvania, I am licensed to sell insurance in other states. We can definitely help them look at their life insurance. Are they coming to Vegas anytime soon?
I'm not sure. No, there's nothing scheduled.
Okay.
So okay. Yes, there's nothing scheduled.
All right. So what I want you to do is the phone number, I've given it out several times, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Give Veronica a call. She's live right now, and we can schedule an appointment to see you, because we can also make you the owner of your parents' policy. So when that day comes, and that final expense, and it comes for each and every one of us, there's no way of getting around it. It's going to be very expensive. Your average funeral cost today is well over $15,000.
I know that. I've been pay for them.
Right. Well, now it's time to stop that. You could chip away at it each and every month. It's a valuable asset to have. Life insurance policy, it is a value asset to have, because I'm going to tell you something. Like I know, you have to come up with the money all at once when you lose a loved one. Is that right?
Exactly. Fortunately for us, the funeral, the little small town we're from, I know the funeral director.
Okay. Well.
And so he'll give me some time if I needed to, break it down into payments, or, maybe 6 payments or something like that. But it's not that way for everybody.
No, it's not. It's not that way for everybody, and you are in an unfortunate position. But I want you to give us a call, okay? My time is running short, and Greg DeVille's on deck. But give us a call at 702-236-2624. Let's get you booked in, 702-236-2624. My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the beautiful U.S. Bank building. I want to thank you for giving us a call today, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Call us now, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. Also, I'm on Facebook Live. Check me out at Donald Marquez at Your Insurance Connection. You can check out what's going on, our post, when we're going to have our seminars. And, so we got a lot to do this year, and we want to make sure you're properly insured. I also want to give a shout out to Greg DeVille. He's up next. He's going to tell you how to buy that home. And, with a little money down or no money down at all, check out Greg's DeVille Show coming up right after me. And also, he's on Friday mornings from 9 a.m. to 9:30. Greg is all over the place. Every time I turn on the radio, Greg is on. He was on Monday, he's on Sunday, he's on today, and he's on Friday. Greg, what you trying to do? Buy the radio station? What? It's all nothing but love. I want to thank KCEP, my staff, Frank, and Veronica for helping me out, and you, the listeners, for tuning in to Your Insurance Connection. And till next week, you just keep it crispy.